mana to essentially give a Wolf Rider an extra health.
I'm going to go with Mage first.
Okay.
That's going to be interesting. Koyuki, of course, still teamless, looking for opportunities, I believe. And then, of course, we know Gnimish is team captain of Cloud9. Looking at still if he can keep it strong for the C9 bros.
Yep.
Mage is also fascinating. I think this is the only Mage that we'll see today. I'm looking at the lists of everyone's being played. So I think this is gonna might be the only time we see it. If Gnimish loses here, like 2 in a row, and drops the series, we won't see Mage for the rest of the day, which kind of stinks.
I was actually thinking, as soon as I heard the format, thinking that Mage would actually be pretty popular. I was thinking Mage, Rogue, and Druid would have probably been the 3 most popular classes. Just because it feels like they can get a lot of value out of these Brewmasters. They have a lot of fun combos that they can do.
There's no true popular class. Every class is chosen a maximum of 3 times.
That's actually really cool.
Hello.
Yeah.
And you said these players had a few days to theorycraft on the format and decide on decks.
Because they all split in some capacity. Snowchugger, one of the best cards against weapon classes that you can afford to ask for, actually. Water Elemental, of course, being another one.
Because even though he's going to remove it, he's not going to have that deadly poison to be able to use the next turn.
Sure.
But this does just seem like a standard. I guess Tempo Rogue would be the correct term for it. Just with some. Hello.
6 sponsor plug there. Proudly sponsored by Western Digital.
Thank you, production.
Well, Tinkertown Technician might give him a great spare part here, like plus attack. Oh, man,
wow!
That's really good.
And it fits the curve perfectly. It makes it problematic because now he's got 4 health. Tinkertown Technician. So he's either got to use that deadly poison charge to kill a 2-1, which doesn't feel good.
Ah. Youthful Brewmaster was a terrible draw. It's like, what do you do with that? It's good for next turn if you needed to combo something, like, because the SI7 agent needed like an enabler, but now you just play the Ancient Brewmaster, which trades unfavorably with a 3-drop.
That's awkward.
Man, why would you put those in your deck, Koyuki?
Yeah, and the Tinkertown Ignition, it's not only was it a 3-drop that would trade evenly with the Ancient Brewmaster, but it also got him that spare part, which is what allowed him to kill off the Earthen Ring in the first place. So this hurts.
A lot of choices here from Gnimish. You can play this like you know, tempo. You can play this card advantage.
You can get an extra spare part.
Yeah, he
Youthful
could.
Brewmaster
Youthful
with the Tinkertown.
What to do?
Feels like that doesn't accomplish anything.
No.
Compared to the Azure Drake.
Yeah, Azure Drake seems like, you know, of course Azure Drake next turn you can, if it's not removed, you can have the spell power to boost up those spells. And then Mech Warper, so that just seems like, this, especially with the Snowchugger early on, just Mech Mage. Ancient Brewmaster's like a bad version of a Goblin Blast Mage.
Yeah, I guess that's what it is. It's just a lost Tall Strider a lot of these times.
Yeah.
If you're wondering why people don't use that card, I think you're getting a good example.
That's won me plenty of games when it came out of Web Spinner. Okay. Just seems like
There's a lot of
Frostbolt.
ways to clear. I think Mech Warper is also a higher priority.
I can even weave in a hero power here.
Well done.
Youthful Brewmaster, your
That's
Clockwork
kind of
Gnome.
funny. Like, that's actually really efficient use of mana, because Youthful Brewmaster sometimes represents anti-tempo.
Yeah, it's true.
Now you didn't give up anything.
Because you have to bring something back.
Ah, that's a perfect draw, though, from Koyuki. You can clear the board now.
Yeah, Mech mages are one of the aggressive classes that even once they run out of steam, they still have quite a bit of extra reach
Many options.
with spells, and
Right.
of course if they hold on to spare parts, Archmage Antinais could come out later. But a lot of the times, just one big board clear.
He wants to hold
in the
on to it
mid-game.
for now, I suppose.
Yeah.
It makes sense. The board's going to naturally build up a little bit more. The Azure Drake might get good trades anyways.
Undertaker.
So, if he waited, he could have Clockwork Gnome, Panda, and build another Death Rattle boost. Just throwing it out there.
Oh yeah, that's true. Get a pretty big Undertaker just off one turn.
Looks like our graphics card's also looking for an update soon. Not really sure if that's going to be a problem with it, but
I hope not.
it's always good. Thanks, Windows. Do you want to Frostbolt this? How much damage are you off? You have 7, 9 from the spells, plus 1 from the hero power, so that's...
I don't think there's really a
17.
choice.
Yeah.
You can leave it on the board, but without much in your hand, you sort of need to preserve as much of your board as possible. And you're still a fireball away from putting him dangerously close to being dead.
Well, you could clear the board, just use the preparation Blade Flurry, because you do get that plus 1 damage, excuse me, on the Blade Flurry. Does take a little bit more damage than he wants to.
And you lose the ability to prep sprint. But I don't think that's...
Well, more
much of an
importantly,
issue.
he actually has a lot of heal now, because of the Ancient Brewmaster.
I'll put it on your tab.
Oh, and he stealths it! Uh-oh.
That's funny. He wants to do as much damage as possible, but...
Now he's just a Frostbolt away
Right.
from ending the game. I think he still has a Frostbolt left.
But the Brewmaster, it's actually super clutch.
Yeah, this is...
Because
Great
now
place.
it's, before, he was 2 damage off lethal. Now he's
Oh, no.
pretty far away. And he's got an Ancient Brewmaster for an Ancient Brewmaster against his opponent's Ancient Brewmaster and Azure Drake.
Oh, no. And he's either forced to trade or
Yeah.
forced to bring back his other Ancient Brewmaster, just trading places.
There's actually like 0 point to play this Ancient Brewmaster, other than just using your mana.
Yeah.
You reveal your hand too. No, are you serious? Wait, does he? How much damage does he have? 5, 9. It doesn't even matter. Just get a Brewmaster again and heal again. This Farseer is gonna be healing more than an Antique Heal bot.
He could have done, I think, 17 damage that turn with Deadly and the Tinker's Sharp Sword.
Right. Wow,
Yikes.
that's really funny. For one player, the Brewmaster is utterly useless. For the other, it is a godsend, because Koyuki should be at 9 health right now.
Youthful Brewmaster Rogue.
Or, sorry, you would have been at 8 health, and now it's 7. In fact, no, if he didn't have those Brewmasters, it would have been lethal. Looks like Koyuki is going to be able to weather this storm. Wow. Pretty cool stuff, man.
Yeah, the Brewmaster Rogue. It's going to be taking the ladder by storm here. If people came to this tournament format and just new players and didn't know the format where these guys have to put the Brewmasters into their decks, they might think, wow, Brewmaster, these players are putting Brewmasters into their decks and winning.
Well, you know, some people who are tuning in right now, because the stream did just start, they're kind of confused what's going on. We issued a deck building challenge where every player has to include a secret ingredient of 4 Brewmasters, and it's supposed to be more of a fun experiment a little bit with tournament ideas while we get ready for the $20,000 LAN happening in February, which hope you guys are pretty excited about. It's going to be happening in our studio here in Burbank, California, so if you're local, come on out. More details will be released. It's going to be on February 21st, 22nd, I believe. So in about 1 month from a couple days ago.
Yeah, you can arm wrestle me.
could. You probably won't win because TJ is arm wrestling champion back-to-back state years.
Yep.
So.
Yep.